Welcome to this week's session with the Putnam County District Library and the Guiding Ohio Online Grant. This is Shelley. This week we're going to take a look at some Google search tips. I have about 5 tips here that can just make things kind of a little bit more easy for you to use, and just things that we don't always maybe think about as being there, even though they're right there on the page in front of us. So I'm looking here at Google, and I'm just going to do a simple search real quick, and I'm going to put in dogs. When I put in dogs, you'll notice what happens is I have my search page come up, but across the top here, this is what a lot of times people don't always pay attention to. That right now, when it's doing a search, it's searching all types of images, videos, news, so forth. But if I go up here and I just click on images, then all I'm going to get are pictures of dogs. If I go back here, I'm going to go to videos. I'm just simply getting videos that have to do with dogs in them. And then I have news. And then what we even have in here is we have more. And more will bring up maybe different books. Obviously, flights don't really pertain to anything with dogs maybe, but here we've got different books that have to do with dogs. And the other interesting one is maps, because I could simply find out real quick. Obviously, this is showing my location, and then it's showing different kennels that have to do for dogs that could be used. And it even gives me all the information here on the side with my website, my directions, just like if you were using Google Maps. So that is the first search. Now, the other type of search I wanted to make note of is, notice I did a search for dogs and I found all the different types of dogs that are out there. If I put in quotes though, and I put golden, let's put golden retriever dogs, for example. If I do golden retriever dogs, notice that the choices are popping up for me as I type, but I am going to put these in quotes. And that's the second tip here, because if I put those in quotes, then what I am going to see are dogs that are just golden retrievers. So that is why you would use the quotes, because then it's going to take all 3 of those words and look for those together. The third tip that I wanted to bring up, I'm going to go here to the next tab I had. And this is what we call the simple search, where you can search for things. Either you can say near me or nearby. And by putting in the word restaurants near me, it came up with all the different locations that are close to where I am located. I could also just type in nearby and get the same type of results. Notice when I did that, it had restaurants. I actually could put in restaurants, and I could put in different locations that maybe I might be traveling to as well to find that information. And then the same thing can happen with any type of thing. We could put gas stations nearby, for example. And same type of thing. I'm going to find the different gas stations that are close to my location. So that is a simple search. Now, a couple shortcuts. A shortcut when you're searching. I'm going to go to the next tab here that I have saved, and this is weather. Notice what I did is I put weather, and then I have an asterisk, and then I have a zip code with an asterisk, and it is pulling up the current weather, temperature, and then the forecast for the next 10 days, I believe. So I can see that information. That's one shortcut. Another one is you could do time. Say if you're traveling somewhere, you want to know the time, you can put time, and then in shortcuts, put the location. And then it's telling me currently where I'm at right now, it's 3:18 or 3:11, I guess. And where this is at, actually it's 3:18. And if I refresh, I'm going to get 1:18. So that is obviously I can tell my time difference there of 2 hours. And that can make things simple for you. And then the last thing was, which really is not something that I can show you as much as just explain and tell you, but you can actually just go here into your search. And if you have a package, for example, with UPS or USPS or FedEx, you can simply type in your tracking number and it will search for that information of where your package might be without having to actually go to the UPS or USPS or FedEx's website. So those are 5 tips that can be helpful and useful when using Google. Next week, we are going to be looking at shortcuts that you can use on a Chromebook. Chromebooks are kind of the thing that you see a lot of people anymore getting or having if they want a second or third device in their household. Chromebooks obviously run the Google Chrome platform, and so we're going to look at some shortcuts that you can use when doing stuff with a Chromebook. Hope everyone has a good, warm, nice week. Talk to you later.